Alright, thank you for that. And be careful with that plate. And make sure the turkey gets in the fridge, please. Thank you. Alright then. Hello, folks. Caught me at an interesting time. So, I think since it's been way overdue, it's time for a little bit of catch-up right now. So the first time I want to talk to you is a movie, and it's such a new movie that's not even out yet, so I have to rely on trailer clips. So I hope you don't mind for that and the other thing that's going to come up here. So, first off, Halloween 2018. Yes! For those of you who don't know, 2018's Halloween was essentially what H2O wanted to be, although I'm worried about what the sequel's going to bring, because the last time we sequelized a pseudo-reboot and pseudo, let's get rid of a whole bunch of extra background stuff that we don't want because it's bogging down the franchise bit, they immediately made a sequel that fucked everything over. So hopefully the sequel to this one is being better planned, but we'll see. Not holding my breath. Not to say that I hate the Halloween franchise, but I do hate what they happen to do with it once in a while. In the case of Halloween 3, I didn't like the writing of that one, it's very but it has its fun moments. And in the case of Halloween Resurrection, it's so goddamn stupid I want to punch myself for having witnessed it more than once. The 2018's Halloween is a huge band-aid over the franchise that needed a long time. Jamie Lee Curtis comes back and owns the role of Laurie, and does an extremely amazing job with it. I'm not sure where that dark side of her came from, but all the more power to her for having owned that role. We further developed that nothing that we know about the franchise has been true, including the whole bit about Michael Myers being her brother. That everything that came outside of Halloween 1 is just gone. It's out of here. Never again. They started off of a fresh new leaf, and they are taking it a 40 years later route with no other context outside of the first movie having happened at this point. That being said, we have an amazing, dark, gritty reboot/sequel, and it is everything I'd hoped out of a Halloween franchise sequel. So, despite the fact that I liked some of the lore, not all of it, it's disappointing that someone had to go, but at the same time it gave us one of the best sequels we've had in a long time for this franchise. And no, I'm not a huge fan of the Rob Zombie stuff. Ugh. So that being said, if you're interested in a slasher film, and the franchise getting a sequel really right the first time around, if you don't want to go for H2O, go for 2018's Halloween. Now, hopefully if they actually do follow through with that sequel, they won't fuck it up this time. You'd think they'd learn a lesson after the first time. As if I haven't been gushing with enough praise right now, the next thing I want to catch up with you all on is Castlevania Season 2 on Netflix. Dear God, this franchise is fucking awesome. I didn't see much referencing going on in the first season, but the second season has huge franchise little inlets and tidbits for you to just gobble up on and munch at for a long time. There's a lot of references to Lament of Innocence, to Curse of Darkness, which would be the exact sequel to this particular season, most likely, if they time skip for just a smidge. There's references to Symphony of the Night in the case of the Belmont Treasure Hold, where they actually have numbers labeled by numbers, and it is actually in the bestiary. I think they actually kept that bestiary numbering, I'm not sure though. Outside of this, we explore the lore behind our main characters some more, explore the lore behind our main villains some more, as we also add in the Curse of Darkness villains, which would be important in the upcoming season, if it does continue in a linear fashion, and doesn't, say, backtrack for a season to cover over Lament of Innocence, at least in the better parts of it. There's some good lore there. I will say, with everything that I really liked about this one, I will say that there's a minor problem where I feel like the frame rate's a little bit odd in this franchise. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's just they don't have enough budget, maybe it's just this fact that I'm streaming it on this computer. I don't know what the deal is, but every once in a while it feels like it's kind of low frame rate, almost at times. Also at times I feel like the animation got a little bit choppy here and there. But that's just a here and there thing, and then it might be just me because I was trained to be an animator. I see these things all the time and it bugs the fuck out of me, even in my own work. So, take that with a grain of salt. You might not notice it half as much as I do, and it'll probably bother you none. Either way, fantastic voice acting, fantastic story developing, a big final fight finale, and I would also add, finally, we used some of the classic Castlevania music. Who all here loves Bloody Tears? Because I know I do. Can't wait for that one to be released on YouTube as well, where I can listen to it freely whenever I want to, because oh my fucking god, yes! Anyways, as I said, as if I'm not gushing enough in this particular episode, just really well done series. They've already been okay for Season 3, can't wait to see what they're doing, and they've also apparently just picked up the license for Devil May Cry, so we'll see what they're doing with that craziness too. Here we go! I hope you'll enjoy the animation bandwagon on Netflix, because it seems to be going pretty well at the moment. So then, with these two particular items covered, I feel like everything major that I've seen in the last month or two has been finally covered. Again, I'm sorry that things have gotten late. Just, real life just fucks with everything, so here's our big update, and hopefully much sooner than a month or two ahead, you'll have another review for December, and I already have handpicked what our option is going to be for this year. So, keep sticking around, stay tuned, and I will see you, hopefully, in a couple more weeks. We'll see. Time given. See you all next time. And I just realized I ruined everything because I didn't put down my hood. Ha ha ha! Ha!